back. I wanted to give a little overview of the new tethers that I used to climb that scrub oak the other day. Let's take a look. So I've made some changes to the 2TC and getting separated out here. It's the upper tether and the lower tether, and then this carabiner and the hitches here go to my my harness. The upper tether has this length of Rappel rope. This one's a little bit short because I recovered it from the original 2-tether I made out of this HTP, the Sterling HTP 9mm. So it could stand to be another, I don't know, probably another 10 feet longer. But where I once had a double line that would on each tether going around the tree, I've gotten rid of the one that would go to my stirrup and replaced it with this like the TRC with a larger stirrup. Each one has a larger stirrup, and then I just have, for now, I have a bowl in here and a this is an XT hitch, and I can if you watch the video, or I know I have a video where I hitch climb with this, and you can actually hold this hitch here and pull on it right here, and it'll still grab. So it's kind of nice that it works as a handhold. Handhold. So each one has that, and then the length I've been playing with, but this ends up being it comes right up to, it'll come up to the bypass link when this is around the tree and set like that. And come up to right about here, and that gives it enough room when I go to lift to raise this up the tree. I got a little bit of motion this way. The other thing, I've stiffened the ropes just in the section that typically goes around a tree. So about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet. I stiffen the ropes, and a little stiffer down at this end than this end, and I can get into that another video how I did that. But the so the lower sits a little bit below. So this stirrup and hitch cord are a little bit shorter than the one I have for the upper. But let's see. What I think I'm going to do on the next set, rather than have this knot here, I've used a double fisherman's knot to form a loop in the end. And I need this loop here to work with this bypass link. It's a soft shackle, so that this fisherman knot can slide like that. And the way I run this link up through kind of holds it on the end so you don't lose it. The lower I just have I have this rope with Gorilla Glue, and I have it wrapped around here just to hold this open. I don't like that collapsing down. Just a regular rope would collapse, would collapse down like that, and it just doesn't move as freely as I like to make the climb easy. But I've actually stopper knot. The lower doesn't need much of a spacer. It just needs, I prefer it to hold that open shape, and then the stopper knot goes in there and slide that down. Take the I've taken the end. There's a you have to modify the fisherman's knot to work with to work as the bypass link, and somehow you want to, like on this one I have just single rope, but I've taken the tail and I've wrapped it around the initial run where it comes out of here. And what that does is when you go to open this link, these will get really tight. So this knot has the potential of getting really tight, and so to prevent that, if we take a wrap around that first run up through here, it comes up through here, that kind of locks the end, and it doesn't allow this knot to constrict from the inside. And then the other thing it does is when you go to pull it open, it pulls that knot loose. So that's the lower. And then, for right now, I don't have this fixed in place, but I've gotten rid of the paracord that holds the loop to my foot, and I made it big enough that's easy to get in and out of, which turned out to be pretty handy when climbing the tree there. I had to bypass limbs. Sometimes I want to change what foot goes in what side. So the other thing I'll do here is I'll get more of this heat shrink, and I'll get it fixed in position like that. But and the difference on the upper, other than the rope being longer to rappel from, is I need a ground releasable bypass link. And so what I have, and this was new. I made this the day before I climbed. Try it out, but this because I need it ground releasable, I'll move this this stopper down to here, and in the climbing mode, this goes in here, and the link is pulled closed, and then this tail end just hangs. And then when I want to, I need the spacer, of course, for the lower, doesn't get bound up underneath the rope that comes through. Moving these stirrups out a little bit help with that. Changes the angle, and it opens up. It opens up where this will come through. This will come through like that, comes around the tree, and it comes down. Well, rather than coming right down on my foot, because it's not a separate rope. Come out of my foot, it's coming from here, and it opens up the space a little bit. So this spacer doesn't need to be as big as it was. But the way that this works is I have I'll link or attach that video, or I have it on the tree, but I can show it again real quick. I'm going to pull on that till the end comes out. And once the end comes out, this pulls that loop out. And this link, the way I have it here, can unload, unroll. It unrolls like that. So in climbing mode, that'll just go in there like that. Close the link. Surround the tree, I go up. Now when I want to rappel, I need to set this up. So I'll open it up. I'll move that stopper knot back. And I have this paracord set up with 2 loops near the end, like that. So the end loop will go over this. This goes down into the bite that normally captures it, this stopper knot. So now this will go down in here, and then this tail end comes through like that, and I can climb down. Let me set that up a little more realistic to how it would be. This is how it would be if I was climbing. So this would be around the tree here. This end loop would come on here. That'll go in there like that. And then the second loop goes on here. And you got to make sure this is all the way across. Pull that tight and then weight it. And when I get to the base of the tree, I'll pull this out. Once that comes out, this one can be pulled out, and then this paracord falls free to the ground. And now this link can roll open and let go of that. And now I don't have a hook that can hook on a limb I can still get hung up. I did actually, the other day I got hung up on this knot, but nothing that I couldn't shake loose and pull down. But so that's the new Apex 2TC, essentially. It's much more flexible than the original. I can once I have this up, if I want to, if I want to hunt in the morning, I go up the tree and I'll leave this upper. Well, I can leave the whole thing hooked up and disconnect this from my harness and come back for the afternoon or whatever business I had to attend to, and I can hitch climb back up. So I'll put that, have a short clip of that from the other day. I'll put that after this. But I hitch climb back up, go past limbs. Takes a little longer. It's but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. And then the stiff ropes on a typical tree that I climb, the stiff ropes like that are make this just a smooth, easy movement. Take a step up, and this goes right up. So that should be. I haven't climbed other than the pole in the backyard. I haven't climbed a tree like that yet, but I intend to soon. Anyway, any questions or comments? Hit me up in the comments, and like, share, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. Let's say I wanted to come back to this tree for whatever reason. I had to come down. I left my upper connected up there, and I can do some form of single rope, I guess, or I could use my might have to use my my other tether, but let's see how that goes. See if I can do this hitch climbing.
All right. It's not as easy as just walking right up here on a 2-tether, but that's my second hitch climb.